The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society, and we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. Even today, there is little value in opposing the threat of a closed society by imitating its arbitrary restrictions. Even today, there is little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. And no official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, civilian or military, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed. No president should fear public scrutiny of his program, for from that scrutiny comes understanding.
With just a week before Anders Breivik's trial, the question is not who was behind the killings, but why he did it. The 33-year-old freely admits he planted the bomb and pulled the trigger. But what could drive an unassuming man from a middle-class background to mass murder on such a shocking scale? For 3 weeks, a team of psychiatrists pored over the evidence, including this picture taken just after his arrest. They've now determined he wasn't psychotic then and isn't now. He knew what he was doing and can rationalise his decision.
What is clear is that Brevik sees the world in a way few people do. He thinks we're at war. He's got a vision for what you could call a new world order that few people can associate with.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
War. He's got a vision for what you could call a new world order that few people can associate with. What is clear is that Brevik sees the world in a way few people do. He thinks we're at war. He's got a vision for what you could call a new world order that few people can associate with. What is clear is that Brevik sees the world in a way few people do. He thinks we're at war. He's got a vision for what you could call a new world order that few people can associate with.